Hey guys, so luxury generation, so bear with me because this video is going to run a little bit longer to explain and talk about the pulleys. Okay, so the lightweight pulleys, I've known about them. Well, actually the water pump pulley, I've known about it for a long time. I never moved forward with it because the one I knew about was coming from Korea, so it was going to be a little bit expensive. It's just any part coming from there, not it's gonna be expensive, mostly because of the shipping. Okay, then I found out about the Torque Solutions lightweight pulleys. Those were out for a while. Torque Solutions is kind of a big company now. The thing is, but I'm glad it took so long for me to, because I did the research, and I encourage you, do your own research if you want. I mean, it's there, you just got to know where to look. But this is enough research for me to be satisfied with what I bought. So then I found the non-stop tuning KDM was advertising. They're kind of a new company. They're a lot more affordable, which is pretty good, because now the lightweight pulleys in the car community from the Genesis Coupe spec, they're just for show. They say, everyone says they're a lot of show, but a lot of other cars are doing them. The only thing that I could say for sure, like I said, there's 3 pulleys. I only bought 2. The bottom one at the bottom, the crank pulley, that's the one that makes the difference. Your car becomes more rev happy, and it makes a difference in performance. But from the Genesis Coupe community, this crank pulley, if you switch it out, because it's made a certain way with rubber dampening, if you switch out that pulley, it's been known to destroy engines. Now the seller makes a good case. Engines are more balanced nowadays, and so, you know, but that's not to say which one isn't and which one isn't, because also you're installing on a Azera, which is the same platform of the Genesis Coupe engine, you know, but it's still a different engine. So I didn't go with it, because there's also the longest Genesis Coupe I've heard is maybe a year they've ran the lightweight pulley. After that, I mean, they sell their car, or, you know, but also there's no telling if that was the cause of you destroying your engine, the lightweight pulley crank. From what I heard, the best answer, if you were making more than 20% of the original horsepower from the factory, then you're at risk. Pretty much, if you drive a Dodge Charger, you're at risk. But I mean, 20% is not a lot. You could make that by tuning, especially with tuning. So I just went with the water pump and the alternator pulley for now. I might in the future think about it, but the thing is, there's another one, fluid dampener, that exists, but it's something that has to be found, and I mean, I still haven't found it yet. So in case any of my TG Azera guys are watching, I can't tell you for sure if it's possible. I'm giving you a 75% it's possible. Why? Because Hyundai uses the same parts on every car. That's how they cut the cost on selling you a product. It's the same parts. I bought the tensioner. This is an OEM tensioner. The OEM tensioner, I'm going to switch it out. I wish I could have changed out the alternator too. I'm not having problems with it. But the cheapest I could find a factory alternator is $500. And I'm like, so this part number, eBay is telling me this is for the 3.3, 3.8 engines. The Genesis Coupe, the Palisade, and the Azera all have this. Even on Hyundai. And so if you look it up on Hyundai, and I saw the part number to the OTG, It's the same part number. So if they're using the same tensioner, guarantee we have the same pulley pump. The water pump, we have the same one, and it's just, from what I know, the only difference is you guys have a power steering pump. Now the old Genesis Coupe BK1 has a power steering pump too. It's not till it goes to GDI that we lose the power steering pump. So, and that's where I got my belt too. I also got a key. That's why I went with KDM, because they sold me the belt to the Genesis Coupe, and they helped me match it up, so I bought it. They're the most affordable, and I'm really about buying the most affordable, because car parts are expensive. And I mean, but if it's something that's gonna, I will spend the money. But I think this is now. Also, I want to warn you, I've heard rumors, not this company, but when you switch to these, they can break. So I mean, they're fairly new and they're advertising them. I'm thinking it should be pretty good. So I'm gonna install it now. Like I said, Torque Solutions is the bigger one, and they've been out for a while, and everybody's installed them. Genesis Coupes, I've seen, you'll see videos where they install their crank pulley, but you never hear how long they had it for. And I seen it on Subaru guys. They've installed their crank pulley too. Now that's, guess, pretty much what I got the case. Now as right now, I'm not gonna install the crank pulley. I'm gonna wait on it, make sure. I'll wait. From what I know, there is a 2019 Azera out there that probably didn't. I would have to get back with him, see if he installed his crank pulley, and see. And that, but that's a 3.0 engine, smaller engine, but different. That one's, the injector sit in the manifold. Our GDI sit, but it's the same with the 3.8. So I hope I was helpful, and I'll make a video when you can see how it looks installed, because also I'm changing the belt, the serpentine belt, and tensioner. And that's all I can say. About 75% if it works for the TG, but most likely, I mean, Hyundai's using the same parts for everything. So thank you guys.